Hey, everybody.
Hi, what's up? Hello.
How you doing?
How's it going today? Is it raining out there in Western New York?
Yeah, it's raining.
It's raining. It's miserable, right? All right. Brody,
Yeah, I'm here.
Matt,
Here.
Max,
Here.
Ryan,
Here.
Martin,
Right here.
Dejor,
Here.
Caitlin,
Here.
Bobby,
Here.
Busse,
Here.
Megan,
Here.
Jacob,
Here.
James Johnson,
Here.
Brooke,
Here.
Jack Kenny,
Here.
Elias,
Here.
Brooklyn,
Here.
William Lowe,
Here.
Michael Mendola,
Here.
Paige Miller,
Here.
Noah Minton,
Here.
Madison,
Here.
Brendan,
Here.
Shane,
Here.
Joe Pepano,
Here.
Tyler,
Here.
Cole,
Here.
Kristen,
Here.
Video,
Sorry.
Carrie, David,
Here.
Nolan,
Here.
Sean.
Here.
Okay, man. Nice to see everybody today. Anybody have questions? Comments? Hi, Nick.
How you doing?
Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we finished chapter 3. I finished lecturing, is that right? But we didn't do any problems, is that right? Let's have a look at chapter 3. So chapter 3 was all about money, right? Hey, while I'm at it, let me ask you this. Has everybody found a textbook?
Yeah.
Did anybody get the 12th edition or the 11th edition?
I think I got the 12th edition.
Anybody get the 11th?
Yeah, I got the 11th.
Okay, I'm going to ask a poll later so I get numbers. Did anybody sign up for my lab?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, they wouldn't let you out of it?
No, I tried to get a refund. They wouldn't let me yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and get some resources put up there to make it worth your while.
Sweet.
I'm sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, so chapter 3, let's just review what we're talking about here, right? Because I finally got a book too. So, we started out in chapter 1 talking about why are we here? Yeah, why are we studying this? Why study financial markets, what they do? Why are we studying banking, what banking does, how it works? So, and then chapter 2 was all about an overview of the financial system. Yeah. And then chapter 3, the one that we're wrapping up today, is all about what is money, right? And we went through this. It's really, this stuff is really kind of elementary, right? It's the story about money, and it's a very quick PowerPoint selection. I think there were 19 slides. So, it's like, man, you could just put this under your pillow at night and pick it up, Economic efficiency. So we described what money was, what it did, right? The different types of payment systems. And then we looked at M1 and M2. Money supply, anything generally accepted, is a very broad definition. And we started talking about, well, there's a difference between income and wealth, right? Wealth is maybe art, maybe Picasso's paintings that you have hanging in your basement, right? Over your whatever. Income is actually a flow of money, right? And then we said money was a medium of exchange rather than having a double coincidence of wants. It allows you to pay for things, yeah? Instead of going and getting a sandwich and having to trade, the oranges that you picked this morning. So it's easily standardized. You could look at a menu in a deli and say, oh, I know how much $6 is, right? So it's standardized. Everybody takes it. Everybody likes it. It's easy to divide it up. It's easy to put in your pocket and roll with it. And it hangs around, right? I've got some quarters from a long time ago. So a unit of account, and this is what we've been talking about, measure value in the economy. Unit of account is how many, how much is that sandwich, or how much did your house cost, that sort of thing. So store of value, you can transfer the value from today until when you're old and retired and not earning any money, right? So money allows you to do that. Then we have commodity money like cigarettes or gold or something that other people will accept for payment for things. Yeah, commodity money. Fiat money is money that is decreed by the government. So, and then we have different forms of payments. Checks, you can write a check to instruct your bank to give money to St. Bonaventure or to me. I'll give you my address later. You could just mail it right to me. Electronic payments. So you pay, we all do that, right? Venmo and Zelle and all that stuff, right? E-money to debit card, and that's been around forever anyway. So are we headed for cashless? No. Although the use of e-money will likely still increase. Bitcoin So this was a big deal. I don't hear much about it lately, do I? Do you? Anybody hear much about Bitcoin lately? Measuring money, we have, this is the Federal Reserve uses aggregates to measure the quantity of money out in the economy, in society, right? M1, M2. M2 includes all of M1. M1 is very liquid assets. M2 is assets that are not as liquid, right? Savings deposits, money market deposits. So, and then we have, here's how much was in there as of July 2017. And here we have a Venn diagram just to show that we're like sophisticated with our visual graphics, you know. And here's Federal Reserve monetaries, M1, M2. So monetary aggregate is important for the policymakers because there's a picture. Generally speaking, they move in the same direction, but there are periods of time that they don't. So it's it really makes it kind of an art doing monetary policy, you know, how the Fed controls the amount of money out in the economy so that they can control inflation and employment, right? And I skipped over, oh yeah, where's all the cash? And that's all. So that was a brief review. And of chapter 3. Now we're going to do our little trick where we all go into groups. So I'm going to show you, this is up on Moodle, your chapter 3 of problems. And I think there's like maybe 5 or 6 of them. So there's, let me look. There is 32 of you, so I'll make like 5 groups. Yeah, and then I'll come around and visit you. But I want you all, each group, to do all of them, the circled problems, okay? So that when we come back from your little groups, we can have a spirited discussion. Yeah? Good, because they're all just discussion questions, okay? So I'll put you in groups. Nick, why don't you hang out and we'll talk when everybody's gone.
PayPal.
So like the PayPal and stuff and the e-system, it's like
M1.
not entirely sure if that falls into one or two.
So M1 is it says most liquid assets, currency, travelers checks, demand deposits, and other checkable deposits.
So is that
And
like transfer payments between each other? Is that like, or does that like count as that?
uh,
How's it going?
Great, man. Are you guys working hard on these problems?
Yeah, we made it all the way up to 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you'll be able to lead the charge when we.
I don't know about me, but maybe
Well, I
someone
don't see
else.
why not.
I don't know, man.
Noah, why do you have a University of Kentucky banner?
I got family that lives in Kentucky. My dad grew up there for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I got family that are at University of Tennessee.
Well,
Yeah, my cousin's trying to play football there in a couple of years.
Yeah, so we're like arch enemies now, you know.
But we're in the same conference.
Yeah.
Knoxville's a cool city.
Knoxville is a cool city.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, anybody got anything they want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Good. Look, you're supposed to be talking to each other.
We're just thinking about this question here. We're a little stuck. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you mean I could be helpful?
That would be true. Yes.
What?
We were stuck on 7. And store value question. Because on the graph that we have in the PowerPoint, we don't have the 50s. It only starts at the 1960s. And then in the 70s, it decreases majorly. So we weren't really able to tell which one would be the better choice.
What slide is that?
Slide 18.
Oh, my freaking computer doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Slide 18.
Yes, sir.
So slide 18 is about M1 and M2. And the question is asking you about a store of value.
Oh, that's the wrong. Sorry, I was looking at that's the wrong one. Sorry, I had the other because we moved on. I have the wrong one open.
But you did the other questions anyway, right?
Yeah.
11, 12, 15, and 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it wasn't hard. Okay, that's good to know.
I was wondering if someone could send me the questions on my email.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
All right, hang on a minute. I'll do that.
All right, thank you, sir.
Get them?
Yes, sir. I just got him.
Anybody watch that? Anybody ever watch that show? Yeah, you guys wouldn't have watched Bewitched.
I've heard of the show. I've never watched it though.
So when I pop into the breakout rooms, I feel like I'm, I wiggle my nose and I appear, because you never know when I'm coming, do you?
No.
So you're working on the problems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you get them all done?
We're on 16.
15?
16.
The last one.
Oh. Okay, cool. Good. So you're styling. We'll come back together in a moment. What group are you? 4?
Yeah.
I got to go to 5 and then we come back. Does anybody have any other questions?
No.
We're all happy?
We're good.
I'm going to do my bewitched thing. All right. You guys are supposed to be helping each other, man.
I think we finished.
Yeah, we
You
just
finished.
Yep.
So you can lead the charge when we all come back together. Jack,
Yeah.
what happened? It looked like your video froze.
No, I think that was just me.
All right, man. Does anybody have any questions anyway? Generally? Comments about the course, that sort of thing.
I've got one quick question. We were kind of talking about 16 a little bit. So like if M1 were to go down, can M2 still go up? Because like the total for M1 and the total for M2 can be different.
No, but M1 is in M2.
Yeah.
So it's not going to change M2 at all, is it?
so it would stay the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
On M2 would stay the same. But M1 would what?
Decrease.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Because M1 is in M2. So in M2, there's no change.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to bring us back together. I can find my cursor.
That's good.
Who wants to start us off with a spirited discussion?
I'll go. So like for number 2, it's asking about like the double coincidence of wants problem and how cigarettes are like a solution to that. And it's because like even though some of the prisoners might not like necessarily use the cigarettes to smoke, they're able to like take those cigarettes and then get other things for them. So it like satisfies that problem in that way.
So what was the last part?
I was just saying that like just because they're able to use them for like to get other goods or whatever else they want, it like satisfies the problem.
Yeah, they can use it as a currency, can't they? Even though they don't smoke. It's a funny question though, right? Because I was thinking it's a funny question because, well, you're not allowed to smoke anywhere anymore, are you?
No.
I mean, if you were a smoker and you went to prison, that would be hard. So I don't understand, like, it's a lame question, you know? How many smokers have we got? Nobody?
I used to.
Oh, okay. How many ex-smokers have we got?
Only in Oxford.
Only
I
one?
indulge once in a while.
Oh, there we go. How about vaping? Okay, you want me to date myself? I can remember smoking in class when I was in college, like during lectures. Isn't that amazing? Think about that. Smoking during the lecture. All right. Number 7.
I'll take this one. So for in the 50s, currency would have been a better store of value because in the 70s, the United States went off the gold standard, which kind of turned our currency into a fiat currency.
Okay, but what else was happening? What else was happening in the 70s that wasn't happening in the 50s?
Was it
Vietnam.
high inflation?
What?
High inflation?
High inflation. So to go to the movies like in 1970 maybe cost $2, and to go to the movies in 1980 probably cost $7. So in 1950 to go to the movies cost 50 cents. In 1960 to go to the movies cost 50 cents. So because of inflation in the 50s, your money really didn't lose any value. But in the 70s, just having money like under your mattress or in a coffee can, you were losing a lot of money by losing purchasing power. So excellent. Thank you, Tyler. What's next? Okay, don't all go at once.
All right, so I guess I'll take this one. It says if you use an online payment such as PayPal to purchase goods or services on the internet, does this affect the M1 money supply, the M2 money supply, both, or neither? So we said neither because the money isn't actually paper. It just transfers directly from your account when you pay the bill to the store's account from PayPal.
Okay, good. Good. The other thing to consider is that these things are typically some sort of a credit-based system, right? So the money may be settled in a few days, but used today. That's the other thing to compare to consider when you use PayPal or You know, one of these other things, I know my PayPal, it goes to my credit card, you know? So I get the item that I purchased gets sent to me, but I don't have to give the money up until maybe next month. Right? Okay, how about number 12? What's most liquid?
Maybe currency, then checking, then saving. Then common stock, automobiles, and homes.
See, currency, right, is most liquid? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, what's next? Automobiles, right? No, that's wrong.
Checking accounts.
Checking accounts, that's right. You just write a check, that's very liquid. Next, automobiles,
Saving.
savings accounts, right? Next,
Common stock.
Stock.
common stock. And then what?
Automobiles.
Yes,
And
automobiles,
homes.
all
House.
right. And then what?
Homes
Yeah, your house, right?
or house.
Okay, what's next? Oh, 15. Currency is what?
M1.
Isn't it, if it's an M1, it's an M2, right?
Yeah.
So M1 and M2.
hmm
Money market funds,
M2.
only in M2. Small denomination time deposits,
M2.
only in M2. Checkable deposits,
M1 and
so
M2.
it's M1 and M2. Very good, thank you. And last one, right? Anybody? I have a friend from Fordham that says if I wait long enough, somebody sooner or later will answer.
Would they offset each other in that M1 would go down and M2 would go up?
Well, you're partly right. Who is that? Cole?
No, Elias.
Oh, Elias, yeah. You're partly right. M1 would go down, right? But remember, the relationship between M1 and M2? So you're taking money out of your checking account and putting it into a money market mutual fund. So the M1 money supply is going to go down. Both of those things are in M2, aren't they? So what's going to happen to M2?
Is it going to stay the same since you're
It's
just
gonna
moving the money
stay-
into something?
It's going to stay the same. You're just moving money from one to the other, right? In M2. M1 goes down, M2 stays the same. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, I want to do a couple other things just for fun, you know, because I like to have fun. I can't find my cursor. There we go. There we go. You guys must think, oh, I got this professor. He's like from the dark ages, man. Back when I went to school, we used to write with rocks. In the last page of the chapter, there's some information that's kind of cool about the Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve, this is the website, releases H6 current. So this is all the information from the Federal Reserve, about the money supply, M1 and M2. Yeah, this is the information that they use to make decisions on monetary policy. So this is pretty important. So I just went here for fun, you know, right before class, and they're consolidating these, and they have a statement. September 17, 2020, the last H3 statistical release will be published. Here's the announcement. Oh, shoot, my neighbor's backing out of her driveway, and she's not very good at it. She just doesn't back up well. I don't know, you know. So this is really interesting, and I wasn't aware of this, that what are the reserve requirements now? Does anybody know what reserve requirements are?
Isn't that how much money the banks have to keep in cash?
Yeah. So the Fed is saying none. They reduced it to 0. What does everybody think about that? Why would they do that?
To prevent people from like taking all their money out?
Well, I'm thinking more in terms of a monetary policy decision. What does that do?
It helps
They want to see
circulate more.
inflation.
Both of you spoke at once, so I didn't hear either one of you. Paige, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that it like helps like increase the amount of money and that can be used in the economy.
That's right. It's exactly right. It's a monetary policy tool that controls the amount of money in the economy. So to lower the reserve requirement releases more money into the economy so that you and I have more money, so that we spend it. So the economy right now is in dire straits because COVID, and a lot of people aren't working, and a lot of people unemployed, and the Fed is trying desperately to keep the machine running. And 0% reserves is one of the ways they do that. So the other thing I wanted to show you was I forget now. Check this out. They've developed a new FedNow service for round-the-clock payment and settlements, right? to move money from bank to bank. So basically, I just wanted to show you this website, the Federal Reserve. There's everything you can imagine about what we're studying available here, you know? Release dates, monetary policy. Here's the FOMC. This is all stuff we're going to learn about. And it's worth having a look. I'm sorry, my mind went elsewhere. I'm confused because when we came back from breakout, there was only like 28 students here, and now there's 32. So I don't know. Did some of you dawdle on your way back from breakout? You stop at the bathroom or something? We went to Laverna to get something to eat. Okay, have we had enough for today? Yeah? So we'll pick up on chapter 4 on Friday. All right, everybody have a good Wednesday night and Thursday, and see you Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you Friday.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day, sir.
Hi, Nick. Where are you going?
I was wondering if you wanted to talk.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to stop the recording.
Okay.